Okay, hello and welcome back to Heroes 3 as we continue our one hero challenge, and inevitably I've had a variety of feedback on the town portal situation. So we got a few people saying use town portal now or this will go on forever. We've got other people saying don't use town portal because they're enjoying the series and they want it to go on for a long time. We've got other people saying that if we don't use town portal we will literally never win the map because we'll lose at least one town for every town we claim, which I do want to say I disagree with that one. Because we do have towns like this. This town was producing 3 titans per week, now only 2. But yeah, we have 5 titans available in this town. We have 5 master genies. Towns like this can hold off the vast majority of enemy heroes. So we do eventually reach a tipping point where quite a few of our towns aren't actually threatened. But yeah, it would take a really long time. It would just be chasing heroes around the map. We also have Dessa, of course. Every time Dessa levels up, Dessa gets additional movement points from the logistics specialty. So it wouldn't go on forever, but it would go on for a really long time, and I do believe victory is inevitable even if we play on without Town Portal, but I'm going to stick to my original rule, which is that once we defeat Bron in battle, we are then able to use movement spells. I can see Thane's also looking pretty good, but we're going to stick to our original rules. So there is an argument for going back through the monoliths, back to this area. We go through the green monolith and we go above ground. In the previous episode, I did make a mistake where I said that there wasn't a town here because there was a purple hero sat on top of it, but if we look at the minimap, or in fact we can see it on the normal map, if we look at the minimap we can see there is in fact a town right there to be claimed. So we will go for that at some point, but I think the best move... Actually, before we even go anywhere, let's grab ourselves some fodder, because that always tends to work out. Spread these out. Yeah, I think our best move is actually to go back through here, and the reason for that is when we look at view air on this, we can see this does actually lead to a teal hero, which is not too far away, potentially a threat to our dungeon town just there. And there's a pretty good chance that this is Bron, so we can really make some rapid progress if we are able to finish him off. Also, just on the note of people who do want this series to continue and who do want it to last as long as possible, I am actually planning my next series to be the Horn of the Abyss map. Actually, before we do anything else, we need to take steps to defend that town in particular and some of our other towns too, don't we? Yeah, my next map is going to be the extra huge sized Horn of the Abyss map, Barren Lands. And that is, yeah, a much larger map than this. It has an underground as well. It's going to be the biggest map I've ever played on the channel so far. It's so far the only extra huge map that's included by default in the Horn of the Abyss mod. So that's going to be a series that goes on for a long time. It also has restrictions on the movement spells. If we actually spend here, it's probably going to get conquered regardless. And yet I think we should still do it. We'll do our best to hold this off. I don't think it'll work out. 36 of these I think makes sense. I think we do want dragonflies, I think we do want a few of these, and of course, mighty gorgons. Those could make a difference, it's still pretty unlikely. These can petrify them in place in our walls, and after that, I don't think the wyverns make any difference. I think 8 wyverns, they could make a difference. But I don't think we go for the upgraded lair. It's too expensive. So yeah, 8 wyverns, and then do we go for 60 gnolls? No, I think we split these instead, and we just try to go for additional petrification. Yeah, Barren Lands is probably going to be my longest series ever. So if you want to see a long series, keep an eye out for that one, and the sooner we win this, the sooner we can move on to that, as this is Heel's town, but I'm not sure we can reach it this way. Perhaps I should check this first. No, this does work. So yeah, we go around, we grab the town of Deadfall. There should be a teal hero somewhere. I'm curious who that is. It could be Bron. But yeah, I think we need to grab this town first, as we don't have enough movement points to go in. 2 losses expected to those, that's fine. A few units available to recruit, let's just pick a couple up. This should be fine. So it's clearly not a very strong town. I don't know why I'm checking. I don't know why I'm checking the tavern as if I'm able to recruit heroes. Castle, I think we hold back on because the enemy could swoop in and steal it. But yeah, we'll see who this is. And other places that are threatened. So we know this town is threatened. We know that this is Vey has several ancient behemoths. Could go through to this zone. But yeah, if we didn't get Town Portal, we need to get to that critical point where our towns are just too strong to go down, even without heroes defending them. And that would happen eventually, but not for a long time. So 4 green dragons, do we go for those? We'd have to give up another stack. All of these stacks are pretty good. 28 Grand Elves maybe won't make a huge difference, but then again, ranged units in siege defense are always useful. So yeah, we'll take as many units as we can. And this could also threaten our Inferno Town, but we should have at least one turn to build this up still. So yeah, I think we'll see how that goes. So red is sending more heroes across. This town does get attacked, not surprised by that. Several black dragons, and at best we're expected to take down one of them, so that's not looking too great. Goes for air shield on those. Now I think we do need to... it's a shame they're using those for that. They've been to hold them back for as long as possible. I think we do need to use this stack of basilisks. They won't be able to petrify the dragons, but drawing out retaliation is more important. We will go for this. So we do get 2 of them through Death Gaze, that's amazing. So Pegasi can reach us, that's one slight risk with that approach, but we'll push on, we'll see how it goes. We'll send the Hydras down to attack. These then actually can't get involved, there's no way through, so let's just move away so we can't be attacked by damaging spells. As yeah, they do go for the Mighty Gorgons, that's one slight issue with that placement, but never mind. Still try to involve everyone else as much as possible. Chance of a kill on these. So we're already doing, I think, a lot better than the auto-resolve, although that did hit pretty hard. Okay, we're going to wait with this stack, as they're still going for the Mighty Gorgons. We could still get a kill with those. They should still be able to reach after we go for this. These will hold back for now. Very unlikely we get the kill here, but we'll try. And if we don't, we at least draw out retaliation. So they're down to 1. Other units starting to make their way across, but we still, I think, should focus on the dragons. 49 Pegasi, though, might be enough to destroy us regardless. I'll wait with this stack. And I think we do need to start weakening these. Okay, forced to go for an attack. We do take the hit pretty well. Harpies destroy themselves. And yeah, we're going to stay where we are, try and weaken these a little bit more. They do fight on. We get to attack 3 stacks at once though, so that's great. They have 123 hit points to go. Can't really stop the Manticores getting through to these at some point, but does it then make sense to attack the Pegasi, or should we stay focused on the dragons? We could even move out. I'm going to try waiting. Okay, so that probably didn't work out. So we can get 1 kill on these. Yeah, I think it's better we go defensive. Now with that being done, we fly out. They lightning bolt those. The black dragons could still go down. I'm not sure 9 of these can defeat 2 Cyclops Kings. But we'll try. Really need the towers to focus on the dragons. It's a real shame they don't. Just gonna move back in. We're doing some good damage at least, but yeah, it's a shame we can't bring the towers to kill off that last dragon. Still, pretty satisfied with the damage we did there. And they actually choose not to attack our Rampart Town, so that's interesting. Not sure where that blue hero was. There's a tan hero which jumps through the monolith, leading them back to this town. Now, is this Bron? It is Bron. Several Titans, several Phoenixes, a pack of Chaos Hydras, and we need to defeat him before he reaches this town because that's the only way we get to Town Portal. Now it's possible we could hold him off with 8 Ancient Behemoths, but he has pretty good stats, so this is potentially concerning. Cage of Warlords requires Glyphs of Fear to already be constructed, so don't think we do that. Okay, we're gonna follow him through. I hope this leads to the exit we want it to lead to. Oh no. This could technically go on forever if we're unlucky enough. There we go. So we do get through to Bron, but we're not quite able to reach him this turn as a result of that faffing. Okay, so this town probably does need some more defenses. We will invest in that. Other towns should be safe for now. We know that we are potentially being approached around here by Rashka. Rashka's really weak though, so that's not a problem. 2 Titans available here. We should probably just pick those up now. Okay, so we got the Master Genies to bless us if needed. Other places that are threatened. So I did see a blue hero somewhere. I'm going to see where that was. So that hero is still probably a threat. This one is one we can ignore. No, I think we're fine. So the blue hero I was possibly thinking of was the one around here. But yeah, that's Rashka. Rashka's weak. So the one I'm actually thinking of is this one, Vey. So Vey threatens Equinox, although not just yet. Equinox is pretty weak though. I think I will start investing in this, try and build this up. 2 Master Genies could make a difference. Okay, so 38,000 left to go. We probably don't want to spend that because we will get 3,000 extra from our treasury in this town. And start of next turn, we get to build up our towns a little bit more. And that's kind of what I mean. We do build up a critical mass eventually. That Necropolis town does get attacked. I'm not too surprised by that. Let's just see what Terek has. It's unfortunate because if this had a castle I could probably win that. But yeah, this kind of fight is the kind of fight we could win if we built our towns up enough. Okay, Necropolis town under threat. Other dungeon town also under threat, so it's really red that's causing us all the problems. I think most other towns have been dealt with. So we've already been around here before. We are of course going to prioritize chasing Bron down. Theoretically he has a stronger force than us. I'm going to spread the Black Dragons out, because if nothing else we can rely on spellcasting to win us this. And then yeah, I think we do want... Well, we could attack with the Black Dragons into the Titans because they do the extra damage. But 3 Black Dragons will obviously lose to several Titans. So yeah, I think we do want the Ancient Behemoths close. Okay, so we're already equipping the best combat stuff we have. I guess we'll equip this for now. But yeah, other options, we're pretty much as good as we're going to be. Yeah, I don't think we put any of that stuff on. So Golden Bow could probably be replaced by Crest of Valor, perhaps. Actually, we'll negate luck, because we don't really benefit from that. Oh no, we do. That makes no sense. We'll get some extra morale. And yeah, I think if nothing else we can do this with spellcasting, plus our 9 Ancient Behemoths have never let us down before. Okay. So we see what the game thinks should happen. They go for anti-magic on those, they attack into the Black Dragons with 6 Phoenixes, but they don't really do enough. Okay, so the big threats I think are 6 Titans. Most of these other stacks can't reach us unless he goes for haste, but he's already gone for anti-magic. So we could try blinding those. But if we go straight in for the implosion, 1,800 points of damage. I was going to say that's exactly what we need to kill them, but because he has the Ring of Life, I think they'll just about survive. Yeah, it's 6 hit points to go. So we can throw ourselves in if we want to. I think we'd rather just leave them be and weaken these instead. So this stack waits, this stack waits, this stack waits, and we can kill them off, probably, by doing this. But wyverns can then reach us, and there's no way to avoid that. So wyverns can reach us, obsidian gargoyles can also reach us. I think we wait. We let them move in, that's fine. Weaken these a bit. Now these can absorb retaliation, so let's do that. And behemoths are free to attack whatever they please, so actually perhaps we go for something else. Yeah, because we don't need to rush the Titans anymore. So, actually the Chaos Hydras are the big threat now. So this will kill them off. Let's kill these though. This might give us initiative going into the next round as they do resurrect, I forgot about that. So we're not going to be able to kill them off. Is there anything we can do to stop the Chaos Hydras from reaching us? Well, we should be faster. Unless he hastes. But if that happens, we just kind of have to deal with it. Okay, they missed their turn through morale, so that's amazing. Let's go for haste. So I want this stack weakened as quickly as possible. I should have actually probably imploded those. Yeah, because now if I engage them, they retaliate into all of our stacks. So I think maybe what we do trying to find a way we could move the behemoths to safety. So the Chaos Hydras, they can't get to the top corner, but I do want to, of course, attack with the behemoths this round. Yeah, I should have imploded those. I'm actually going to do this. So this stack has lost some of its hit points. This one will focus on attacking these. So behemoths, I think, should still be able to move through here. Which means we can go for this, we can kill off that stack. These come through. So out of these options, the Wyvern Monarchs, I think, are the ones we want to kill the most. Ah, we get poison, that really sucks. So every round, our total hit points will be reduced. Now I move these in purely to go for a block. We do get friendly fired a couple of times, but the important thing is we are sheltered from that big stack of Chaos Hydras, and the next round begins. This time we will implode. And we've lost quite a few units, but we're still hanging on. Okay, so can we stop the Naga Queens reaching us? I still want to preserve all 9. If we could preserve all 9, they've done so well for us for the whole game. That would be best. So we could go to the corner, but then we need to block these off. Okay, still hanging on, the poison gets worse. This time round, we're gonna go for the cure. grab an extra kill against these. So these are pretty much all their hit points back. This Black Dragon's slightly weak. I don't think we attack into the Hydras. I think we go for this. These go defensive. And Bron does go down. All 9 Ancient Behemoths do manage to survive. Pendant of Negativity for extra damage from our Chain Lightning. Ring of Life, obviously not that helpful. Ever-Pouring Vial of Mercury. Orb of Driving Rain, probably not that helpful. Level 25, so even more movement points, but it technically doesn't matter. This is the moment we've been waiting for. And I think that fight kind of proves there's not really anyone on this map that can really threaten us. So Thane is strong, but we took out most of Tan's units in the previous episode. So first thing we're going to do is celebrate our 9 Ancient Behemoths by buying 10 more. It's got to be done. And now, there's pretty much nothing that can stop us. We have 15 of these, they can be upgraded. Buy 10 more. Let's get our Thunderbirds back too. We have a Freelancers Guild where we could trade some units if we want to. I think we will avoid doing that for now. Maybe we come back here. So towns that are just hanging on. We've got Malcolm potentially attacking this, but I'm pretty sure we can hold him off. I do want to trade some of my artifacts away. So in this town we do not have the artifact merchants. I thought this town had that. Oh yeah, we've just not built it yet. Okay, towns that do have it, let's have a quick look through. So this one does not have it. This one doesn't. I'm not going to spend 10,000 gold on this if there's no option. I feel like we did have it somewhere. Maybe it was the dungeon town that we lost. This one obviously won't because it's a little bit weak. This one doesn't and this one doesn't. Okay, so no artifact merchants. So that's not really a priority. I think we'll trade some resources. So this is fine. This is also fine. Actually, we might need those for Titans, but we'll see. Okay, 7,000 more to spend. We go for the remainder of the Thunderbirds. Get back our original stack, and we are free to town portal somewhere else. So, best place to town portal. Probably just wherever's threatened most. So we did lose that Necropolis town. It's probably got to be the Rampart town. Okay, so do we still have enough defenders to deal with Gundula? I think we do. Okay, let's reevaluate next turn. We're going to put this back on. We're going to put the Boots of Speed on. We're going to put the Questions Gloves. End the turn there. Red does come to attack. I didn't expect that. So yeah, victory is not expected. I'm pretty sure Red still has towns, so I'm not sure why they're going for this. We know they still have towns. Extreme overconfidence from Red here. This actually just kills them off. So Cyclops King's going to try and break through once again. We're going to get our revenge on this guy. There's no way he gets through. So that stack of 11 is pretty dangerous. Okay, we don't want to engage the Minotaurs, so let's go back. This stack waits. Weaken these a bit. Go for the block. Okay, 4 to 5 kills, I think that's fine. So Minotaur's massively weakened. Then we go for this. Finish the Manticores off. I'll go defensive with these. And he flees. So pretty much goes exactly as expected. Ah, I see. So maybe that makes more sense. So this will make it harder to get back here. He does have 20 Cyclops. Didn't really spot that previously. Yeah, that explains it. I would have been a bit more careful before if I'd known what was coming. Okay, so he has no 1-hex flying units. Let's go down with these. Weaken these a bit. These wait. These go down to protect, but I don't think the Grand Elves are going to survive too long. These move across as a block. Okay, so we can attack from the drawbridge if we want to. I think we avoid doing so. So we can fly out and attack these for 2 to 4 kills. We're probably better off staying back. So we are 13 speed, we're up against Thunderbirds that are 11 speed. We can come back, but we will take a few losses to these. I'm still going to do it. Then we come back. We're going to go a little bit lower so that next time we could go for the Orc Chieftains. So Dwarf's still holding out, but the morale kicks in there, which is unfortunate. Cyclops Kings break through there. Let's try and weaken the Ancient Behemoths. Strengthen these. These will go to fill the gap. So 24 of these, they're not going to be able to achieve too much. I think we hold them back, and we use these to attack. As we do get morale, let's go for these two. So of course the big question is, are the Ancient Behemoths going to try and come in? They want to go that way because they don't want to engage our Dendroids, but that's fine. We'll go for these next. Ah, they break through the drawbridge. Okay, that sucks. So these probably aren't coming back. I guess we stay where we are. Now we can go for this, we can get 1 kill, which is not great. We do have a chance of blinding though. So we have a chance of blinding, the Dendroids are yet to move. I think we have to go for this. So heavy loss is taken, we can send these out to attack as well if we want to. The Ogre Magi can otherwise reach our Dendroids. So yeah, I think we go for this. Try and weaken them as much as possible, they're down to 4. Then we go for this. Drop them down to 3. I think the Ogre Magi, though, will still hold out against us. No chance of a kill here, but I think drawing out Retaliation does make sense, as we do get the blind. Okay, 10 Dendroid soldiers lost there, and they get the morale, so that probably settles things, unfortunately. Yeah, we don't achieve too much by going for this. I'm going to go defensive. As we start to lose our towers. Yeah, it's fine, it's over. Okay, fine. So we lose that town. This town is also attacked. Yeah, so that kind of thing, we could have defended that better, but it's fine. We've now unlocked movement spells. And all of these heroes are in trouble. I'm not really sure where to begin. So where does this go? I think it goes to... I thought it goes to one of these. I'm sure we have a town near one of these somewhere. So the green portal, I think, also takes us near here. No, it's this one. It's unfortunate they've got all of our easy access to those types of towns. Here we go, Blackwater. That works. So before we step out, let's make sure we take the massive stack of 19 Ancient Behemoths. We've not lost a single Behemoth all game. Do want to try and continue with that. We don't really need the Archdevil now. Before I do anything else, I do still want the initiative from the Phoenixes. So I'm going to take all 8 of those. And I'd also be really tempted to grab as many Titans as possible. I wonder if we do build this, how much can we get back? So sell artifacts, we're not going to need this, that is actually quite a lot we get for that. Statesman's Medal, we are not really going to surrender at this point, we sell this too. So we don't have archery, so this doesn't really make any difference. Oh, we make loads. This is way better rates than I expected. Even these really bad level 1 scrolls sell for a lot. Don't need 2 of these. Do want to keep this. Don't need this. Don't need this. Guess we should maybe keep that. Can't remember if we have that naturally or not. Same thing with Frost Ring. Sphere of Permanence, immune to Dispel. I rarely see them cast that regardless. We'll get rid of this. This is also worth getting rid of. Teleport. I think again we probably have that naturally, but let's hang on to it. Yeah, I didn't expect to make so much gold off these spell scrolls. I can see why people were telling me to do this now. I guess we maybe need some gems. We've got so much stuff to get rid of. Okay. Oh, we could have maybe gone for the Wizard's Well or something, but never mind. So, morale bonuses. I think we'll hang on to that. I can't see us using it, but we don't need to sell everything. So we're up to 74,000. We're not going to bother with magic elementals. 8 magic elementals won't make much difference. We will, however, go to Altara, which does have 4 titans. I guess we leave units like this behind and we start going for Master Genies. So all of these stacks are worth keeping. The other key town we want to go to is the town of Silverspire. We are taking defenders away from our towns, but it shouldn't matter at this stage. Okay, so we've got an absolutely massive force. We've got a few defenders in there to help hold on to it. We go to Blackwater, we rush through. And this is not really where we're trying to go. We do pop up right next to Vey where we can immediately get our revenge. I guess I could have got rid of the Black Dragons, but no, it's fine. Let's go for this. I'm not even going to worry too much. I will fight this out because it's a big fight and there's a fun to do. We'll go for the Mass Haste. Okay, so not doing quite as much damage as I expected. Fight through these. And I do need to equip the Golden Bow as well. Okay, so no losses to any stacks we particularly care about. Let's finish these off. Kill these off. Yeah, 3 losses. Perfect. Okay, so that is done. Now we dimensions are up to here because we have unlocked all movement spells, not just the one. I would prefer not to lose those, but yeah, there's not really much we can do about it. Fine. So we've taken that back. Other towns we want, so Hermit Cove to the south. They've taken this off us a few times. We've got Marius in here with the several titans. A lot of titans on this map. Before we go in, let's re-equip this, and... So if we do equip the Pendant of Negativity, we have to surrender 1 combat speed. Oh, it's immunity. I don't know why I got that mixed up. I guess because of Heroes 2. I think it's a necklace in Heroes 2 that increases the damage. Obviously in this one it's the orb. The orb of, can't remember what it's called. Not the orb of Driving Rain, of course. So, yeah, I think we'll still put our best artifacts back on. And we'll go for this. So much heavier losses expected, but this is not taking spells into account. Master Genies unfortunately are being really picked on. I'm kind of curious to go for this, but there's obviously a big risk. If we go for something like Meteor Shower, 600 points of damage, that does do a really nice amount. Doesn't finish them off. No obvious stack to go for Implosion on. The Ancient Behemoths we could teleport in. But I think I prefer to go for Meteor Shower. And then once we've done that, we can attack through these into the Mighty Gorgons and finish them off before they can Death Gaze us. Then we'll go for this. So do we kill off the Titans? Do we kill off the Master Genies? We can only get 1 to 2 kills. So yeah, 9 defense on this hero, I guess that's why. Gonna kill all of these off. Going to, I think, buff these, as it makes no difference. 1 to 2 kills, if we send these in, I'm going to wait. Goes for blind on those, that's fine. So Dragon's still holding out for now, this unit. 19 of these. Forced to waste their turn, unfortunately. I think we don't attack. So this time round we are going to go for, let's just check this. So these are 11 speed, we are also 11 speed. 100 hit points left on these. Going to go for these instead, going to attack through this into the Titans where we do get the bonus damage. I'm still going to go for the teleport. Yeah, so these will get to move. Yeah, let's kill these off. They go for blind on those, they walk out, and they're really focusing down the Master Genies. It's a shame, because they're a really useful utility unit, but that's just how it is. And we're actually stuck unless we go for teleport. So these still have 243 hit points, we should be able to take retaliation. So after all that, Ancient Behemoths don't even get involved. A few losses, we take the town, and in this town we already have pretty much everything we need. So other places worth going, so we can see Linus just there. Can't actually reach us, but we could hop across. Go a little bit closer. So yeah, Linus is obviously very weak, potentially being chased down by Zarfax. We'll finish him off. Then go for Zarfax. No losses expected, that's fine. Not a particularly tough hero. And that is all of our movement points gone, so some of our towns are threatened and will be attacked, but I feel like we've dealt with the really key stuff. that'll do for now. I'm not going to overthink it. I guess we'll take the extra movement points. That will make a difference. So at this point, awareness spreads. Oh wow, main town potentially being attacked. Awareness spreads of our movement spells, and the enemies are beginning to run away in fear. Cowering in their towns. Over here, there's not really too much we can do. There is the purple town to the southeast, the blue town to the southwest. I don't think either option is that great. What I think I would like to do is maybe go back to Stronghold, and let's take back what we had before. So that requires us to... we need our spell points back. Oh, but luckily there's a well just here. So I'll pretend that was the plan the whole time. We're going to jump through here. And we can take on Terek. I'm kind of more interested in getting this town back. And then we can get this one too. Do we bother with the Dragon Cave? I think we still do. Obviously we can't recruit the Red Dragons here, but that's fine. Okay, so we take this back, we go in, we go to the Mana Vortex, pick up 2 more Black Dragons. We need a little bit more sulfur, but that's fine, let's do that. So up to 4 Black Dragons there, and we can hop across. Go back to this town, which is entirely undefended. We're going to pick up some basic defenders. Okay, so town's most likely to be attacked, so there is our Stronghold town itself, although I think we can probably just pick up enough defenders to hold on to that, but it's not a bad place to go back to. So yeah, Gundula's not really too strong, there's not that much she can do, we could just pick up some units, but if we don't do that... Well, I would rather wait somewhere closer to that Necropolis town we can take back. So I'm going to go to Stronghold, and I'm going to pick up some basic defenders. I think we should do a little bit of trading, that's fine. We actually do kind of have an abundance of crystal now. Get some more of these, and let's spread these out, and that should be enough. Unless she's got really good spells or something, but no, we should be fine. So, movement artifacts are already on, let's still leave behind our slower units. End the turn there. So yep, she does run off. And no town is threatened, which means we can go fully aggressive. So next place to conquer, I did say I'd like to get that Necropolis town back, even though it's really bad, it is one of our original towns, and it does allow us to take out Terek as well. So I want Ancient Behemoths at the top, I think. Doesn't really make a difference for this fight, this should be Chain Lightning. So I imagine the losses are probably inevitable, though there is no castle here, so perhaps not. Yeah, that's better. So we're going to try and hang on to those Master Genies. Another thing we can do now that we've unlocked movement spells is we can start throwing ourselves into one-way portals. That doesn't really matter now. So this place is all locked down. Are there actually any towns we can see that we haven't conquered? It doesn't look like there are, so we need to start going for things we haven't seen before. So if we go to, not Brimstone actually, but if we go to Stygius, I did say there was a way through. if we go above ground. Let's just double check. So we want to go above ground to the southwest. Which takes us to here. We're going to blindly town portal in this direction. Wow. This could have been really bad if we run out of spell points. Oh my god. I said that as a joke. We can at least go to another place. Obviously this is a bit of a waste of a turn if we stay here. I'm not going to do that. If we go back to Blackwater, that doesn't immediately take us anywhere. If we go back to this town... Not this one. If we go back to this town, we can go and chase Zubin down, which I think is worth doing. So that is the town of Deadfall. Let's go there instead. Bit of a rethink. We're not going to get the Grail. We could have gone that way. Okay, it's fine. So I think that's nobody within one turn's reach. Gonna play this one out. He's a pretty good hero, and I think we'll also play out the fight against Thane. Okay, probably no need to play fights like that out, but it's fine. So, level 5 guild here, I think we might have checked that out previously. Portal of Summoning could be interesting. Could get us an extra dragon. Okay, no such luck. That halfling Adobe we took a long time ago kicks in instead. I don't know where this leads, but it probably leads to a town because it is a path. Okay. Seems to... Okay, loop all the way around. Bit of a crossroads, though. It'll definitely go somewhere. Let's have a look. So, if we go to the immediate east, no sign of any towns. If we go above ground, there's a red town vaguely to the north, and I think red is the player I most enjoy defeating. Cyclops Cave there, not extra behemoths, so we don't really care too much. Oh, this should actually be the extra Stronghold town that we've seen around a few times. Because he's been recruiting Ancient Behemoths quite a lot, as blue is over there. That is potentially not too far from us. This is not too far from our starting town. We might need some extra defenders here. Yeah, so it's Ryland. Ryland does have some pretty good units. We might be able to hold that off, but yeah, I think we should recruit some more units. Ah, they can't reach. We should still be able to kill them off before they can move. That's better. So we've vanquished red. We have got another pretty well upgraded Stronghold town to jump into for even more Ancient Behemoths next week, but not quite yet, as it has been emptied out. Okay, so we can come back to this, but I'm pretty sure it's fairly safe. Perhaps we could try what we were trying previously, where we go to Stygius. Can't recall exactly where that goes, but we're going to go and try for a new town. As we can actually see it right there. It's their capital as well. I'm hoping we can prevent those losses, but no, there's a castle here, so nothing we can do. So another town is taken, we get another Portal of Summoning there, as this one does give us an extra black dragon, that's perfect. So we're up to 5 of those, we don't know where this goes, but I think we just chance it. Okay, that's pretty disappointing. Oh, but it does lead to their heroes, so there's a Luna and there's Alagar. Luna's obviously stronger, let's take her out. As we can't go any further. Okay, so I'm going to watch this back one more time just because we could save ourselves some effort. So I think that blue hero is pretty close to being able to reach our rampart town in the center. Let's just see what they have. Yeah, they're pretty good too. There might not be anything I can do about that. Still can't afford the Dragon Cliffs. I will go for the extra green dragon. I'll pick up some basic units, and I think whatever happens, happens. Okay, so we lose that one. Yeah, so we're going to save ourselves the equivalent of about 5 episodes by using movement spells, I think. So we didn't get our spell points back, therefore let's go to Stronghold. Was this the same? It looks very similar, but it might actually be different. Yeah, it is actually different. Okay, so if we were to go to this town, is there anything else nearby? So there's actually no towns at all. There's a tan town all the way in the northwest, a teal town to the north of our current location, and blue and purple not too far away. We know which purple town that is the one we just lost. But yeah, I think we'll go after teal. So we see Mirlanda. She doesn't have too much, so let's skip. We get to level 26, which is even more movement points, and we're going to jump up to the north. Okay, we see Rashka once again. We're going to go for the additional spell power, and if we can ignore Rashka, we will. We'll have to use a few movement points to get to Fafnir. I think we take him out though. Probably nothing we can do about that. That does get us the lookout tower, which reveals a little bit more of the map. This potentially leads to another town. We can get some defenders to hold off Rashka, that'd be great. It is day 7, and I don't think Rashka can reach. Still got 109 spell points to go. Is it better we stay in the town though? Probably, because we can get the additional movement points. Make sure we definitely do scare Rashka off. And I'm just going to build up a few towns that tend to be attacked a lot, so this town could... Well, there's no units available, so let's not build that up. We will actually take the halflings here, just in case it gets attacked. These types of things can hold off scouts. Okay, we'll avoid doing anything else because we will take the additional gold from the treasury as... Okay, purple does appear there. Oh, I forgot about this. Our main town actually quite threatened. But yeah, Rashka doesn't do anything, so we're going to take the titans and replenish our master genies. Do we still not have resurrection? It's been incredibly hard to come by. Yeah, seems to be almost no resurrection on this map. Anyway, it's fine. We'll get some basic defenders. Just remind ourselves what this is. So, several black dragons. I don't mind an excuse to go back to this town. Of course I don't. So back to Kruber. Take the additional Thunderbirds, so we're back up to where we were. 21 Ancient Behemoths. 30 Cyclops Kings, that's obviously going to be plenty. We'll take them out ourselves. So Chain Lightning, 900 points of damage, that's pretty good, not quite enough to finish those off. We go for something like Meteor Shower instead, 600 points of damage, so actually a bit worse. Implosion will kill off the stack of 5. I think just softening everything up with Chain Lightning still maybe makes sense. So if we could kill a stack, that would be best, so I think for that reason we go for these. Okay, these are even weaker, so let's go for this. Ah, slows the behemoths. Okay, 3 losses there. Try and cure these, as it doesn't work out. So 4 kills against these, but the Ancient Behemoths can actually reach them, which is something they can do, so we're going to wait. Wait with these as well, then we kill these off. And we do get morale, but it's not going to be enough. Okay, they focus down the Thunderbirds, they do actually get loads of kills on those, unfortunately. Fine. Pendant of Courage is good, but it takes up a slot we like. Okay, so I think we go back to being aggressive, so I did say we'd go to Manufactory and we'd see where that leads. So let's jump back, let's Dimension Door across. Get some more defense. Ah, okay. So, a little bit wasteful. I will go for this. We've seen this too. So, blue is somewhere near here. I still kind of want to go west. We can see it's quite a way to their town, and there are 4 different players fighting for this zone. But I guess I'm more curious about this. Because we can see blue's a lot closer there. So, just going to follow this along. Resist the obelisks, it's not worth it. Okay, a couple of towns I forgot to build defenders for, but it's fine, we rush for this. So this is their capital. Few basic defenders in there, nothing too great. Those losses seem inevitable, so we take that, we get the lookout tower. This one has a level 4 guild, still no resurrection, but we can go for the level 5, which gets us Magic Mirror and Water Elemental. I don't think we have Magic Mirror, but I really care so little about that I'm going to ignore it. Okay, tough to keep up with where the monoliths go, but it doesn't really matter at this point. We know there are heroes around, so we should perhaps kill those off on the way. We also don't need to. So, not sure who that is. Adela, she's not particularly good. Still just enough movement points to reach Thane, and we can see it definitely wasn't worth holding back on movement points until we took him out, because he is really nothing special. We'll still play this out because he's got pretty good stats. He's got quite a few kills expected on us. So 12 Mighty Gorgons, if we attack through those we can get a decent number of kills. If we go for the Meteor Shower, should soften these up in a helpful way, although we could just teleport the Ancient Behemoth in instead. Yeah, I think I do prefer that. I like to get these involved. They're going to be faster than the Gorgons unless they haste the Gorgons, but I'm prepared to take that risk. So I think we attack through these into the Nagas as it doesn't work. Obviously misunderstood the weird breath attack mechanics again. So if we go for this, we get 1 kill, but there are 4 of them, so it's not really worth doing. Actually can't kill off many of these stacks, because yeah, he does have pretty good combat stats. The Mighty Gorgons are the stack I perhaps fear the most. Do want to breath attack if I can, but best opportunity to do so involves attacking into 10 of these who will retaliate, but then again, that could just happen regardless. Like, they're going to do something to us at some point. I'm going to go for it. So we managed to not take a loss yet in response, and we've softened them up to go for this attack too. I could buff these, but they do move pretty soon. If we go in, we can't kill off that stack. So yeah, I think buffing something does make sense. We'll try to cure these, we get Bloodlust instead, and 2 to 4 kills on these. Good chance we kill off the Iron Golems. We can also kill off the Angels. And they're next to move, and we don't want this guy going for spells, so let's kill that off, as he does get to go for spells anyway because of the speed tie. So a few more losses taken, but importantly we are still faster than the Mighty Gorgons. Let's kill this stack before it moves. Those go out for that. Oh wow. Oh, of course we're blinded. Oh, that sucks. I didn't really think about the implications of that. Okay, so pretty rough losses. Yeah, I think we lost 2 of them. Love to get my revenge, but yeah, I think we go for cure. Oh, I didn't think that would go through. I thought that would go into the hex to the left of the Thunderbirds there. Okay, not the best battle, but never mind. Let's wipe these out. They go for blind on those again. These come out to brawl. Okay, so heavy losses taken to some of our stacks. I don't think I saw any artifacts there massively worth keeping. We probably should swap out this stack now. Yeah, 14 Wyvern Monarchs will be better. The Dragonflies are a useful utility. I think 72 of these should be able to hold this down. Fully upgraded town. We'll stay here to get our spell points back, and also get some of our movement points. Yeah, maximum movement points by doing this. Not been equipping my best artifacts, but it's fine. So getting a little bit sloppy with some of this defending, but this is expected to be a win regardless, that's fine. Purple hero is obviously not so strong, and teal does go for this. A victory is expected, so I guess Gungula is all that's left. But yeah, we're not going to play that out. As teal does reach this as well. This one, though, is expected to be a defeat against Pyre. I don't think I've even looked at what this hero does or has a single time. She only has 8 spell points. I'll move up to protect the Gorgons. Yeah, with that many range units, there's probably not much we can do. Yeah, she's got artillery as well. Yeah, as much as I like to think I could win this, there's no way, so it's just a waste of time. It's not going to be any kind of challenge. Take it back. So the place we want to go back to, I can't remember where. I want to say Blind Route, yeah, we can see on the minimap. So Blind Route, and we're going to Dimension Door twice, which is the simplest option, and Pyre's taken a few of our units. I forgot to pick up my own units, but it really doesn't matter because this will be our first opportunity to go for Armageddon. And I forgot about the Orb of Vulnerability. It's that stage of the game, okay? It doesn't matter. What am I doing? Still bug. It's that stage of the game where it doesn't matter. Just going through the motions. So I can at least get a few of those back. Yeah, we're almost back to where we started. Okay, viewer. So we got this town. This town is probably fairly safe. We still got the purple town to take back. And then if we go underground, I think this town here is the best way to get to that. So let's go town portal to Dragonade. Got Theodorus. It's not expected to do anything to us, and not sure where these go. So this one I think leads us back to, yeah, this area. Does it go anywhere else that helps us? And also, where are the remaining towns? So we seem to have everything on the surface, and then if we look underground, not really seeing anything here either. Do we really own every town on the map? Did we already get there? Yeah, we can see they're all pretty weak. Sorug is looking okay. But we can see where he is, so I think we hunt him down. So back to Stilbog. If this is the scariest hero on the map, then let's wipe them out. We can see Tan there too, I'm not too worried about that if we just get some basic defense. Okay, can't really achieve too much. This is something people have been telling me to do a lot. I always forget to do this. But yeah, we can leave our guards here, and then as long as you remember to pick them up, you get a few extra movement points next turn from the faster units as... Okay, so some annoying little heroes to deal with, but that's fine. So yeah, you need to remember to take the units back, that's the big risk with that approach. But yeah, he moves closer to us, which is what we want. We're going to give him a chance to cast some spells, but also I kind of just want to fight him for the fun. Okay, so that's blue vanquished, and teal probably doesn't have much either. Okay, that explains the losses. So that's teal gone, so the only remaining players are purple and tan. Tan appears to be the stronger. If we look back at this, what does this tell us? One thing we can actually do, which I have neglected to do the entire game. Well, first thing I'd like to do is find a magic well, but if we can't do that, we have to go back to a town. Okay, so we can see roughly where purple is. I think. Okay, so we get our units back. So I guess what we will do, which we definitely don't need to do, but I'm kind of curious to do it now. We go to this at last, so Cartographer reveals the entire map. I didn't do this way earlier in the playthrough because it would have been just horrendous. I would have had to edit every single end turn because it would have gone on for so long. But yeah, we can see the whole map now, and a lot of it is empty space. This is not a good starting zone. I mean, there must have been resources and things lying around at first, but oh wow. So there's Iona. I don't think we ever would have found her. Okay, they might be on their way to timing out regardless, but let's go hunt them down. Yeah, this didn't really make sense because we can't dimension door upwards. I'm going to go back, get my spell points back properly. Or we go to blind route, we get the mana vortex. So they're trying to come back. Purple is pretty close to our starting zone. Okay, so we can deal with that. So 3 heroes in total. We go back to Kruber, which it turns out is the wrong town. It's this one. Battlement. Okay, that's a non-issue. So otherwise there is Iona who's coming towards us. And that hero to the very bottom. So, oh, they must have, of course they took our Necropolis town. So that explains why they're being a little bit more passive. So ways to get towards that, I guess if we just go back to Malev. That's probably a good way in. So the hero is quite a way off, but taking the town is the most important thing. So we could stay here for the turn, we can try and go and find them to the south. I'm kind of curious what this is. Okay, we reached level 27, and we can see them over to the east. If we can just get across. No, okay. So Iona's still coming towards us gradually. Let's jump down, finish her off. Don't want to be taking losses. It's nicer if we don't. Okay, Grail's somewhere underground, we're definitely not going to go for that. Would improve our score, but it doesn't matter. Back to Stillbog. BD twice. And we reach Iona, final battle of the game, so we'll play this out. So yeah, once again, if you would like to watch a longer series on a map where you can't use movement spells, I am planning to do a playthrough of Barren Lands coming up very soon. Do come check it out. No losses to our ancient behemoths, and we have successfully beaten the map using only Dessa. Thanks for watching, guys. I do hope you enjoyed it. Do subscribe to the channel to catch Barren Lands when it comes out or any other videos, and I'll see you next time.